My tubers color me inspired because I decided to cook up my own deck list after yeah, after like just seeing W Slash's list. I guess like it kind of quote unquote motivated me to try something else out that I really haven't given a chance to try or an opportunity to, even though I do know it's a more of a rogue warrior deck. This is me. Oh, sorry about that. This is me playing my own theorized BAVSARGRA list, and I think y'all are gonna like really enjoy this match. This is just like such an interesting match to, I guess, like watch, play, and commentate. We're gonna go ahead and send 3 back here. And one of my sleeves did rip here during the match. I do tell my opponent, just because it wouldn't be fair that I know exactly what card that is and he doesn't. So I do tell my opponent what card sleeve did rip. I didn't have, like, this was like in the middle of the match. There was no time to like pause, or like the shop owner wouldn't let us pause the game so I could switch out my sleeves. I'd have to play my deck like this essentially until round 2. But I told my opponent it's the OT because it wouldn't be fair that I know that it's the overtrigger and my OP doesn't know it's the overtrigger. That is the rip sleeve. So keep that in mind as we play the game here. But he's gonna get 2 stealths here. I am sorry about the terrible glare in the corner. He got the grade 3 President and then the grade 2 that when you soul charge it, soul charge 1 and bind itself. But I'll tell you guys what's in his bind zone. I wasn't aware that the glare was just that horrible in that corner of the map. So we search here, and then we draw a card for going second, and then we have no other plays, so we're just going to swing for 8 here, get grade 2. He damaged a crit trigger, I believe. So he's just going to draw. Top 5 here. And again, man, oh man. I'll tell you guys like every card, but man, I didn't know it was this bad. But it's still like a really good match to watch, I promise. So looks like he got another one of that guy. So he's gonna soul charge one and bind it, and then he's got the one that lets him add a card to hand. So he's gonna add a stealth PG to hand for CB1. And then he's gonna call out the grade 1 that lets him soul charge from the drop zone. He's gonna swing for 10 here. We guard with a 15. And then he's gonna swing for 18 here. We just take it, damage a sword, pitch the shield here to ride, and then add it back off of our Haliburdra. And then we're going to call the Sealed Dragon that lets us check top 7 and add a arms, like mill either an arms or a trick moon, or add a trick moon or an arms. But we're just going to add the sword here. We only got 1 hit. And I believe we don't have any other plays here. Oh, we call the cat here, so we're going to put those back to the ride line and draw a card. We're going to swing for 10 here. We get a crit, so it's going to crit to our Vanguard and then power to that rear guard. He does get a heal here, but our rear guard column still hits, and he's going to guard for a 15. Going to stand and draw here. He's going to pitch a 15 to ride. He's going to activate his Vanguard's ability here. He's going to bind an Unprecedented from Soul, and then he's going to bind the grade 2 from Soul, I believe, or the grade 1 of the ride line. He's gonna call the new stealth promo for SHOJODOJI. Soul Blast 1 calls out the grade 2. And for SHOJODOJI's skill, he just chose like empty rearguard circles. He's gonna swing for 10 at my Vanguard here. Which I just guard with a 5k. Then he's going to swing for 18 here, which I believe we ultimately just took. He's going to swing for 18, call out an Unprecedented, and then he's going to CB1, call out the grade 2, and then he's going to Soul Blast 1 and draw 1 off of Unprecedented, and then he's going to bind the grade 1 and countercharge it, and then give 5k to the grade 2, I believe. He's going to get a crit here, crit to Vanguard, powered on President, and he's going to get a heal, and we do heal as well. So this is 33, I believe, when we guard for 15. And then this is also 33, and we guard with another 15, and pass turn. Pitch the shield here and ride up into Bav. And then we're going to CB1 here, and equip the spear, draw one off the spear, and then soul charge off of Bav, call out the moon. Moon's gonna let us counter charge. And then we're gonna equip, because it also lets us double equip. We're gonna equip the axe here. I'm gonna go ahead and Soul Blast 2 here and wipe his front row. And then we're gonna swing here 48k with a crit, 2 card guard. He ultimately just takes it. We do get another heal here. So we heal off the grade 1 and then power to the rear guard. So this is gonna be 38 since I'm double armed. He gets another 10k. And he guards with 2 15s from hand. And then at the end of the turn, I'm gonna CB1 unequip the spear and equip the shield. He's gonna Persona Ride up here. Calls out the grade 2 here, CB1, top 5, add a stealth. Adds out the alternate art of Forktail. Calls out Forktail, top 7 searches here. Puts a grade, the new grade 2 stealth from set 13, I believe. That's like if it has like if it's called, it gets 10k. And then on hit, retire itself to draw a card. He's gonna bind an Unpresident here, and then he's gonna move my Trick Moon to the bind zone. He's gonna call out that grade 2 again. And he's gonna swing for 28. Which we ultimately take it. And then he's gonna swing for 28 again. Which I believe we take it because we were trying to heal block him. Or no. We were... oh, no, yeah, we do. We were trying to heal block him even though he has healed a lot already. He does compress the deck quite a bit. So it is still possible that he checks a heal trigger. And then he's going to bottom deck the moon that he put into the bind zone. He's going to use a grade 1 in the back row, put it to soul and draw a card. And he's going to soul blast 1 and draw a card off of Unpresident. So the only extra attack he has on President here, because I did get the defensive, he has no reason to call out the other unit. And I believe this is 48, if I'm not mistaken. So we're going to bump our Vanguard to 33 with the shield here. Guard with a 15. Puts us matching, and then guard with a 5. We're going to stand and draw here. Persona Ride of our own. Call out the grade 2 here, and then we're going to CB1, eat our spear and draw a card, and give itself 5. Just checking what I can call here. I don't believe I have another moon in the drop zone. But I do a really cool play here. So we're going to arm the spear here with Soul Blast 1. So, wait, I'm going to call on top and then arm the spear with Soul Blast 1. And I'm going to Soul Charge 1. And I'm going to recall the... Okay. I see the play here. I see the line. And then we're going to get a fresh draw here. And then we're going to use its skill, put the soul, reduce the cost of the sword by 1. And we're going to Soul Blast 2 here, kill his Unpresident. And then we're just going to call out an 8k booster here. That card's a vanilla, basically. What's it called? I'm going to give 10k and a crit there. Then we check another rear guard, another crit, 10k and a crit there. No guard restrict, but we do get to do something cool with the sword here. We're going to CB1 and give him a damage. And basically both these attacks are now lethal. He guards the grade 1 from drop, which is a 10k shield. And then he perfect guards the last one. So that sword and double crit just put us in a very good position in this game. He's gonna Persona right here, because we're just whittling down his hand. Debating what he wants to put to soul here. Puts in Unprecedented back to soul. And he's gonna top 5 search. Add that perfect guard. Deck getting really low here. And he's gonna bind Unprecedented and that grade 2, and then bind both my interceptors. And he's gonna Soul Blast 2, call out the grade 2 and the 1. Gonna swing for 10 here. We guard with a 10 shield. He's gonna swing for 10 again. We guard with another 10 shield from our hand. And then he's gonna swing, shove those to soul, and then he bound our top 7 dragon. He's gonna draw one of Fallen President, and then call out the grade 2 bind card. And we're gonna use our shield here for 2 to pass, I believe. Heal, which he does heal. We're both at 4. Give 10k to the rear guard, and then he gets a draw trigger and give another 10k to the rear guard. Swings here. Our last card in our hand's a perfect guard. And then he swings again. So hindsight on OP's part, I needed him to bounce back that grade 2, because without that grade 2, I wouldn't be able to double arm. So we're gonna pitch our last perfect guard here, just so that we can be double armed up, double cheeked up on a Tuesday. But you know, that's hindsight. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, you know, bottom decking the beater is not the wrong play here. So we're gonna draw 1. Then we're gonna soul charge 1, which is another Persona ride. Move up. We're gonna use the grade 1 as cost, even though we don't have a sword or a gun. We're still gonna use it to gain soul here and wipe his front row. I'm gonna swing for 23 here. He perfect guards. Do get a clutch heal here, so we're gonna give 10k to our unboosted grade 1. And we just pass. I believe because he's at 3 face down here, this is like the only way I could feasibly try to survive his next turn, was just passing and giving him 0 counterblast. Calls out the grade 2 again, and then binds the grade 1 when something's called from the bind zone to countercharge. So he does still get his he still gets to do his 4 attack turn, but he doesn't get to do like a 5 attack turn, which I believe he didn't Persona right here. So this is just 16. Yeah, we guard with a 5k. He swings for 18, and I believe we use the shield here. Yeah, we use the shield here. Then he's gonna swing for 21, call out Unprecedented, and draws a card. And we just take this Vanguard swing here, I believe. He gets nothing. We damage a moon, and then we guard with our over trigger here for that last attack. And then this was me telling him that the broken sleeve is DOT here. Call back out the grade 2. And then at this point, basically my opponent can't take any damage because how low his deck is. Or maybe we're not there yet. We get a crit here, which forces him, and then he gets a draw. This is what kills him, was him damage checking that draw. And basically the other swings couldn't hit the rear guard, or the Vanguard, so we were just swinging with the President, and I believe he can't drive check here. And so he just has 2 Vanguard swings here. He's gonna bind my Interceptor here. Or rear guard swings. I use the shield, and this is just 21. I guard with 2 5Ks. And then 23 Vanguard, because he still has to block. Get a crit, give the power to the unboosted. 18 and a crit to Vanguard, he guards, and then 18. He guards from the bind zone and passes. Swings for 18, we use the shield. Swings for 21, we guard, and that is the end of game 1. We basically grinded him out to whereas we didn't win, but we let him deck out. Which maybe like hindsight for him was like maybe he shouldn't have been drawing so many cards, but like that like that's hindsight. You know what I mean? He probably didn't expect the game to take that type of turn. So he's gonna choose to go first here, I believe, for game 2. So we are going to be going second again here. Me just trying to shuffle without damaging that damaged sleeve anymore. Put 3 back here. Right, he's gonna check top 5. Gets an unprecedented and the grade 2 that when you put it to soul, you can bind it and soul charge 1. Add the shield to my hand here. Draw 1. I'm going to swing for 8 here. He takes it. We get a heal trigger. Gets the grade 2 and unprecedented here. This is the grade 2 that when you call it off of an ability, it gets 10k. It's going to put unprecedented to soul and then call that grade 2. So he has a 20k attacker here. That has an on-hit sack itself to draw a card. And I think he was just explaining to me why he did it that way, because I was just curious why he didn't call him president just for the free draw. It's gonna soul charge another alternate art forktail off of alternate art forktail. Call out the promo here, and then he's gonna call out the grade 2, adding Persona Ride to hand. I know it's hard to see because of the glare, guys. My apologies. We guard his Vanguard here. He gets a crit. Puts it all on the on-hit here. Swings, we take it. He's going to retire it to draw a card. And then he's going to swing again, which I believe we just take it and go to 3 here. Pitch the shield, add the shield back. Call out the grade 2, top 7. I was just reading it to make sure what I could get. And we ultimately add a Virelord to our hand, or Vaylord, Verzlord, whatever you call him. The blue man. And we basically have nothing to do here, so we just swing. Swing at our rear guard here. And then we give all effects to Vanguard, or rear guard. If we didn't get that crit, we were just gonna pass. But just like deny him his like 5 attack multi-attack turn. But since we did get that crit, it was just too good not to give him the damage. I'm gonna call out the 1 and the 2 here. Swing. Debating if we want to guard this or not. Ultimately, we take it, go to 4, swing again. Hand wasn't too sexy, so I was just debating on how I wanted to guard. We take that one, go to 5. Soul Blast 1 to draw a card. Countercharge 1. Now we 2 to pass the Vanguard here, but he does flip the over trigger, so he gives all effects to Vanguard. And we take it and we die. So moving on to game 3 here, we do actually get to go first, which Bav is a very, it's better going first, obviously, than going second, just because you have that giant crit pressure, like the pressure of having a critical Vanguard, and it's like just like such a huge number at the same time. So yeah, we definitely benefit from going first. But a blowout game, not much to say there, just got blown out by the OT. Redraw 2 here. Kind of looks like we have an all gas, no brakes type of hand. Just gonna draw here, pitch the moon, add the shield. And I just started shuffling my deck upside down because it was easier to shuffle, and then we pass turn. Pitch Unprecedented here, draw for going second, and then top 5 search. Puts Persona Ride to Soul, and then he puts the grade 1 into Bind Zone. Which we are getting close to time here, but time wasn't a factor in this game. He's gonna use the alternate art Forktail here, sorry about the glare guys, and he's just gonna shove believe another Unprecedented to Soul, or if not the grade 2, that goes to Bind. We take it, get a defensive draw, swings to his Vanguard, we take it, and pass turn. Pitch the shield here, get it back with Holy Bardra, and then just swing at the Vanguard. He takes it, damage a PG, or drive check PG. Pitches a draw trigger here, top 5 searches. I believe he puts the grade 1 in Bind, because he can guard with those from the Bind Zone. And they're 10k shields from the Bind Zone. So I believe he just, oh no, he puts it into, oh no, it's Soul and Call, so he just calls it. So he swings for 16 here. We take it, get another defensive. And I believe I just guarded anyway, just because I didn't want to get blown out by a trigger. Pitch here. Equip the Spear, draw a card, Soul Charge 1. And I'm just going to CB1 again for the shield here. And I'm going to Soul Blast 2, and I'm just going to swing for 48 with a crit. 3 damage here. Automatically puts him to 4, no commitment. Pitching an Unprecedented here to draw, or to ride. Puts an Unprecedented back into Soul here. I believe he binds both Unprecedents, if I'm not mistaken. So he's going to swing for what I believe to be 18. Guard for 10 shield. He's going to swing for 18 again. We use our shield. Okay, so he has double of that, guys. So he's going to proc them both now. Soul Charge 2. And he's going to Soul Blast 1 to draw off of Unprecedented. And he's going to countercharge and give 5k to Unprecedented. And I do believe either time was called or we were close to time, so I just block his Vanguard here. He gives all effects to Unprecedented. Then he swings, and I believe I just PG this attack. But again, time wasn't a factor, but I was guarding this way because of time. We're going to Persona right here, draw a card. So he was turn 0, this is my turn 1. Call. Soul Blasting 1 here. Pitching a Spear. I get a Halberd. Activated skill, eat the shield here, draw a card, give it 5k. And then we equip the halberd here, soul charge him 1. Call out a Trick Moon, and then we're going to Soul Blast 2, kill the front row, call out another one, and we're just going to swing here for 48, 2 card guard. So he's going to guard for 58 from his hand, and then that makes it 68, that makes it 78. Oh no, 58 because of Persona Ride, so this is 2 to pass. Crit, we give all effects to our giant rear guard, and we just swing here, and unfortunately, he didn't have a perfect guard, so, yeah, that was just the game, guys. Like, such a grindy game 1, blowout game 2, and then game 3 just kind of, like, went quickly, which was, you know, kind of a good thing because time would have become a factor. But, yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, guys. We are close to that 1K mark, and once we do reach that 1K mark, we are going to be doing a giant playmat giveaway of the banner for this channel, so go ahead and check that out if that is something that you are interested in the quite possibly the near future. But anyways, guys, you have a great night. Later.